another episode of the 12-Man Fan Jam Show, a show made by 12s from around the world, for 12s from around the world. I'm Mosette, and here's your host, and my dad, the self-appointed Reverend Moses of the St. Paul Allen Church of Seahawk Positivity.
Yes, I am your self-appointed Reverend Moses of the St. Paul Allen Church of Seahawk Positivity, and welcome one and all to another wonderful edition of your 12-Man Fan Jam Show, episode 1213, as your Seattle Seahawks get ready to take on the San Francisco 49ers. So do us all a favor, grab a desired sin or beverage of your choice. Please put your tray table up and your seat in the upright full position. Leave your arms and hands inside the podcast at all times. And what can I tell you? It's times like this that take me back to that wonderful, wonderful mind and great genius of the 1980s, George Michael, who said, and I quote, "You got to have faith." Hopefully we have faith that this slide will continue, but we'll move on. Hopeful and full of faith is myself, and of course the posse. Over there is Will. Hi, Will.
Hi, Moses. How are you?
Wonderful. How are you holding up?
Hanging in there. I think we are the only 4 people in America not watching the Tyson-Paul fight on Netflix.
You know, if I want to see an old man get beat up by a teenager, I just go
Okay, we are 3 of the only.
If I want to see an old man get beat up by a kid, I'll go to the mall on Saturday night. So
yeah,
basically,
that'll do it, buddy.
Yeah,
that's fair.
That's Dustin. Hi, Dustin. How are you doing?
Really fucking annoyed.
Right.
As you guys know, I got a virus on my computer, so I'm having to improvise everything I'm doing right now. I'm not even sure I can do. Yeah, not even sure I can get to the injury report. I'm trying to fight through that on the internet right now, so on my computer. So,
well, we'll figure it out. You got a couple quarters to get it, and we're not doing anything until then anyway. So you could just kind of.
It's true. I'll just watch the Netflix thing. you guys have fun.
He's buried in Netflix. Another guy buried in something else over there is Little Mo, my son.
Whoa.
Hi, Little Mo.
How's it going?
Good. You wanted to point out something.
Well,
you're not wearing
a couple
a jersey.
things. So yeah, I'm not wearing a jersey. I decided not to wear a jersey until we win. And also, since Dustin's got me that Jason Myers jersey, we were 3-0 when he got me that jersey. Now look at us.
4-5. We lost 5 out of 6 since the dreaded Myers curse.
Yeah,
like that.
Sure have.
I have an idea about that, but we'll talk about that later. Before we
Anthony
go to
Bradford is not the answer.
No. Before we go to news, I have a little Moses story I want to share. Being in Indiana and teaching, I'm around a lot of the youngins, and
Twice.
And I was in the hallway today, and it's not as usual as it used to be when they were really, really good. But I saw a Cam Chancellor jersey go by, and I thought, because again, it's not like you Russell Wilson. And Cam Chancellor kind of tells me that kid might know something.
Yeah.
So I went looking for him. We had a fire drill, and I'm like looking, I can't find him. So I'm down the hallway, and I see him go up the steps, and I yell, "Cam Chancellor!" And he stopped. And he turned around, and it was a kid I had in class. I didn't have him that day, but I have him on the other days. And he had a big grin on his face. I said, "You a Seahawk fan?" I thought this was cool. He goes, "Well, not really. I just think Cam Chancellor's badass." I said, "Yes,
True.
he is."
That's fair.
I said, but that's someone from Indiana saying,
True.
"I'm not really a Seahawk fan. I just think Cam Chancellor's badass." And I said, "I've got a gray one." He went, "Oh man, I wish I'd gotten a gray one when they were still out." I said, "Yeah," but he said, "Yeah, Cam Chancellor's just a badass." So
He's
there you
very
go,
scary.
guys.
Yes.
That is the youth of today from Indiana. Saying
Vernon Davis would agree with that statement.
Yes, he would.
The kids are all right.
The kids the youngins are doing all right. So let's see how this show is actually. We have a format, so let's see how this show is actually run.
1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, 12-Man Fan Jam Show format. We go 4 quarters and a halftime, just like a real NFL game. First quarter, we're going to talk about news. Will is going to catch us up on some Seahawk news that has happened over the last couple of days. We're going to talk about next week at quarter 2. Usually we do the game before. We were on a bye week. We felt like we needed a break. The Seahawks took a break. We needed to take a break and kind of
The United States needed a break.
The United States needs to take a break now. We need a bye week for the whole world, but we're going to talk about next week's show. You want to stay tuned because it's going to be a very interesting show next week, and we'll talk about what that means.
Really? What does
quarter.
that mean?
Yeah, we'll find out. At halftime, of course, it is the best Seahawk-themed trivia game on the internet. 12-man Fan Jam Show halftime trivia
of the world.
And I think the last winner was Will. Will, back to back?
No, I think I've won like the last 382 times.
Yeah, something like that. And of course, the second half of this show is all about the Seahawks and the 49ers. We'll bring you an injury report. We'll bring you a sermon.
Maybe.
We'll bring you some other information. We'll play a Madden game in the fourth quarter. I'll eat a pizza dedicated to the team we're playing as far as the toppings. And we'll put all that together in the fourth quarter. And with that, we'll also make our game balls, our score predictions, and our prognostications for that game between your Seahawks and those San Francisco 49ers on Sunday. But before we do that, we'd like to remind you we are on the social media. You can find us on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it. 12-man Fan Jam Show. You can find us on TikTok.
Oh, wait.
And find some Tic Tacs.
All right. TikTok. If you want a TikTok. Join our group on Facebook. You're gonna have a real reason this next quarter, and I'll explain that now. It's kind of a surprise, but but game day threads. Every game day we have a thread going on there. We talk during the game, have some fun.
Lots of koalas.
Lots of koalas. I have
Dustin's face.
Dustin's face now has joined us.
Yeah, that is a thing we do now.
Yeah, Will Harrison getting his head rubbed. It's all in there. And we have some fun as well. So you can enjoy us by joining the 12-man Fan Jam Show. Come along and join the fun. Email us at 12manfanjamshow@gmail.com. And of course, we are on the YouTube channel at Seahawk Positivity. There are older shows on there. We've done this, believe it or not, for 12 years. There's 12 years worth of shows there. Outtakes are hysterical. We've only been on Zoom for a couple years. So before that was like a radio show. And I tell you, the outtakes are I was going through them the other day. They're pretty darn funny. So look up the outtakes and some other special things we did as well. So before we do all that, let's go ahead and go to the first quarter and news. Yes, news from around the NFL world. It is our news hound, Shadowhawk Will. Will, what you got for us?
Well, Moses, it was a pretty quiet bye week for the Seahawks, but they've more than made up for it in the last couple of days.
Yep.
Everyone was expecting on Wednesday that Abe Lucas would be elevated to the active roster from the PUP list, which did happen. What nobody expected was that linebacker Tyrell Dodson would be released, which he was. Dodson had 71 tackles, started all 9 games, 5 tackles for loss, 2 sacks, and a forced fumble. However, he was waived by Seattle on Wednesday and then later claimed by the Dolphins off waivers.
Wow.
And he's not a happy little mouseketeer.
No, he's not.
We're still trying to figure that out. Emotionally, I'm still going through the ups and downs of it. I'm pissed off. I'm very pissed off, and I'm going to probably stay pissed off until my career ends years down the road. I'm pissed off. That's the word. Dodson says he won't carry that anger as extra motivation, though. Nah, I'm always pissed off when I step on the field. That's just how I play. But
for the record, pissed off is 2 words, not 1. But go ahead.
Better than pissed on.
Well, he said, just 1 word describes it, pissed off. And I'm like, no, it's 2 words, dude. Go ahead.
But anyway, Dodson thinks he played pretty well in Seattle.
Me too.
There's a new culture over there. A lot of guys leaned on me. I leaned on them. I was a leader. One man's trash is another man's treasure. It is what it is. So
I'm kind of not flustered. I'm kind of confused about this. Now, I want to point out that Pete Carroll had 284 moves in his first 12 months as head coach of the Seahawks. And so when you have a new guy come in, there is a lot of eggs broken to make an omelet. And I remember, Daryl Tapp. Oh my God, they traded Daryl Tapp for some backup end called Clemens. Who's that? But we were all these players that we loved. Daryl Tapp was up on the wall of the stadium, and and you go, wow, what are they doing? Dodson, I don't know, guys. Dustin, I thought he was doing all right. I don't know.
I thought he looked slow and wasn't awesome in pass coverage. That's what I thought.
Okay.
And I also thought that they brought they changed the linebacker profile. They had bigger, stronger guys beforehand that were really good in run defense. they brought in smaller, faster linebackers that were supposed to be good in coverage. And I didn't think he looked fast, and I didn't think he was particularly good in pass coverage, so pass defense. So I didn't think he was fitting anyways. So the fact that they let him go surprised me, but I didn't think he was going to be there long term anyways.
Yeah. Lil Mo, your thoughts?
I'm interested because I think Tyrese Knight's going to be the one that replaces him, and I'm interested to see that little drop off.
If there is a drop off, or if there's not, that's the thing. You don't know.
We're not exactly deep at the linebacker position to be releasing people like that.
But I think over the next year or so, we're going to see moves like this.
I will say Job, how the hell you say his name? He got a contract, which he very much deserved.
I agree.
He signed him for the rest because we kept bringing him up from the practice squad, but now he's on a whoa.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide the best way. I'm doing this on my phone, trying to decide the best way to do this. I kept looking to me like I was looking off in the distance somewhere else.
You do that too much, I'm going to throw up.
But I think I'll talk about Joe because I think he deserved a contract. So I was glad he got that. So
definitely.
I agree. All right. Well, yeah, we're going to see not a lot of these, but we're probably going to see a lot of moves there. Everybody can go, huh?
I was shocked that we didn't get anything for him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like at least try to get something.
Yeah,
but you don't get a lot of things for people when you cut them. And you don't get a lot of things from people when it's past the trade deadline.
So, right. Oh, that's true too.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I forgot about that. Okay, but if we knew
maybe they tried. Maybe they tried.
But if we knew, it was trade deadline. It was doing all bye weeks. So if we knew we were going to release,
maybe we tried Little Mo, and they're like,
maybe
no, we'll just get rid of him. Yeah.
Will,
what's your other story?
Well, the bombshell dropped just this afternoon. When Seahawks center Connor Williams, who was rather infamous in the last couple of games for snapping balls well over Geno Smith.
I forgot. That's right.
Without anybody being ready.
He had missed several days of practice for personal reasons, and as of today, Friday, has decided to retire from the NFL for a personal matter. Mike McDonald said this afternoon, so Connor early this week decided to retire. Personal reasons, and we respect that. Wish him the best, and we've got to move forward. When asked if he thought Williams may change his mind and come back later, McDonald said, I don't believe so. We will honor his wishes and keep all those reasons and conversations private for obvious reasons. Okay. And he did say that Olu Oluwatimi will take over as the starting center for the Seahawks.
I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to little Olu out there.
I like what I saw from Olu, the little bits I saw from him last year and this year. So I think.
But let's not act like Connor Williams was an all-pro center either. He was not playing very well.
He wasn't playing very well. Was there a reason though? I mean, something psychological
True.
Right? I mean,
there's
a big reason.
It would explain a lot because earlier in the year he was not making mistakes like that, and then all of a sudden snapping balls off the ground.
Yeah, I'm afraid it's going to be something like that. And
they did say it was not because of his injury that he suffered last year. It's not really
but he did had to fight back from a pretty nasty knee injury.
Right,
he did.
While he was able to play, that couldn't have been much fun.
No.
Yeah. So McDonald said that it wasn't related to the knee injury, but I'm kind of calling bullshit on that because I think. It seemed to me like this dude last year, he was pretty good center in the NFL, right? Mm-hmm. One of the better centers in the NFL. He had that devastating knee injury, right? Mm-hmm. So he comes back, he's playing, and he starts well early in the season, like we said a few minutes ago. As the season went on, he started having issues, started making mistakes, and it makes me wonder if his body wasn't responding the way he wanted to. So maybe his retirement is more of I can't play to the level that I expect for myself to be able to play to. So I'm going to step away from the game because my leg is not allowing me to do the things I need to do. And I can't live up to my own personal standard because it's not like he asked for a trade. It's not like he has to be released.
Yeah.
He decided to retire.
Yeah.
Which means there's something else going on. It had nothing to do. I don't think it had anything to do with the team. I don't think it had to do with the money. There's something going on with him. Yeah. So I think his leg is not holding up the way he wanted it to, and it's not allowing him to play the way that he thinks he should be able to play.
Point. That's a great point. Well, I used to watch Saturday afternoon baseball with Joe Garagiola and Tony Kubek would do the play-by-play. And Garagiola was a former catcher. And when I was like 12, Garagiola one time said, "Do you think your knees don't hurt as a catcher?" He said, "I want you all to do me a favor. Stand up, and every time the catcher crouches this half inning, get in that position." And he said, multiply that times 2,000. Now, think of a center who has to bend over and get in a crouch.
With a knee issue.
With a knee issue. Without an issue. You try again.
Right.
The Garagiola challenge this next time the Seahawks play, when the center gets set, stand up and get set as long as they have to get set for an entire series. And multiply that times 1,000.
And I'm not blaming Gino, but the offense we've kind of been running is, you get set to the line, and then you're down there for 30 seconds.
Yeah.
You don't really huddle up.
Cases.
I mean,
yeah. It's a weird hybrid college design thing they're doing that I don't like.
Yeah.
Where they keep stopping and looking over at the sideline. It's like, dude, we have technology where you can put that shit in your headset, right?
Yeah.
You don't have to look over the sideline.
Yeah.
So I'm not a fan of that. I think Grubb needs to adapt to big boy football in that regard.
We hope he does, but we do wish.
I will say this too: if people get mad about him retiring midseason, first off, he's just had a bye week, so I'm sure he spent the bye week talking with his family about it.
Absolutely,
it's not like he's had time really to sit back and talk about it. So
it's not a little decision.
Yeah.
He knows that
because if by retiring, he doesn't get any more of his money. So
no more game checks, nothing. Yeah. So that's like I said, that's a big decision. Now he might when McDonald said he doesn't think he'd come back, he might go out there and he might keep working out, might keep rehabbing. Maybe he'll go to Europe and do some of that stem cell stuff with his knee. I don't know.
No.
But maybe physically, if he feels better and he feels like he can do things with his leg, he will unretire. I think the Seahawks only had him for 1 year anyway, so he can do what he wants after that point. But I kind of hope that either way for him,
retiring as a Seahawk, I think we get his rights if he decides to come back. Now we may end up just trading him to a different team, but would then at least get something in return.
That's what we did with Marshawn, didn't we?
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, what I was getting at is I kind of hope that if he decides to come back and play, it's because structurally he feels like his knee is there and he can do the things that he thinks he needs to be able to do.
Yes.
Like I said, I'm 100%. Like, there's no doubt in my mind that this has everything to do with his knee and him not being able to play up to the standard that he feels like he should be able to play to.
Yeah. Well, whatever the reason, I think I speak for everyone here when I say, we wish him the best.
Well, and I will say this real quick. Yeah. I kind of hope it's his knee, because if it's something like more personal, that's like terrible. That's like, that make him retire, like personal, like that bad. If it's just a knee, a knee, it sucks, but like, if it's something like that bad, like family issue or something, that's oof.
Yeah.
No, I don't see a family issue making you retire like that, though.
No.
If it's something like, no, I got nothing. Even like when Eric Berry had lymphoma, right? Cancer. That was talked about. He treated it, and he came back and was able to play a little bit. So
was a beast too.
Well, and it's no secret that former NFL players, especially linemen, after they retire, have 12, 13, 14 surgeries. So I think if he's having that knee problem and seeing that as his future going, I don't want to be that guy with the 15 surgeries. I can understand
and that's not talking about the head stuff,
right?
And stuff. Because every time when you play, you hit your helmet almost every play with a D lineman. So
it's typically not as horrible for those guys as it is for some of the others, but it's a concern for sure. And we saw, who was it a couple years ago that retired after he only played a couple seasons?
The 49ers.
Yeah, for the 49ers. Yeah,
the linebacker.
Yeah, he was like, I just can't do it.
Bowman. Was it Bowman or
was it Bowman? No.
Navarro Bowman? No,
he was older.
Yeah, I can't remember who it was, but it was a huge surprise.
Yeah,
right.
It's like you respect it, but
Well, even Luke Kuechly, when he retired.
Yeah. I understand. Well, we wish him the best, and we wish us the best. And Will, thank you for the Seahawk news this quarter.
Anytime, Moses.
And that'll end the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter, bitches!
All right, we got so much more. I learned to shave, if you haven't noticed. I learned to shave later, but before we do all that, we have a surprise for you for next week's show. So if you want to see how next week's show is going to go, and maybe, just maybe you want to take part in it, I don't know. We'll talk about that next quarter. You're listening, watching the 12-Man Fan Jam Show. Why not? Don't cost nothing. We'll be right back.
Except no substitute.
That means you.
You are watching the 12-Man Fan Jam Show, a Seahawk Positivity production.
I like it.
It's the second quarter.
It is the second quarter of episode 1213 of your 12-Man Fan Jam Show, the 49ers edition. But before we do that, we always like to look back at last week's game. We had a bye last week, and usually we do a bye show, but I felt like after losing 4 out of 5, they needed a break. We needed a break. Seahawks lost to the Rams the last time they played at overtime. We're not going to go through that for 2 reasons. One, we don't remember it. And second off, we don't want to remember it. So I think we're just going to move forward. But before we do that, we want to talk about next week. Next week is a very interesting game. Seahawks play the Cardinals, yes. But it's also a chance for our this is becoming almost an annual incident of our live show.
We'll do it live.
Yes, episode 1214 next week will be our live show. Here's what's happening. Little Mo and I are flying out to see the Seahawks play the Cardinals in person.
What?
Yeah, you know that, Little Mo?
What?
And we're hoping to get some people join us. Now, we usually do this on a Saturday around noonish when we're up there. So it's gonna be live from Seattle.
Saturday night. Oh.
No, usually around noon.
That's
Saturday, November 23rd, 2024. We will do a short show. We'll have trivia. Usually sometimes we do news, Will, right? We do it sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes, yeah. It'll be a shorter version because it will be the places to be determined. We don't know. It might be literally a hotel room. We don't know yet. We're going to go up there on Friday and we'll kind of look around.
We could do the strip club.
Lil Mo wants to do the strip club. No, we're not doing the strip club.
Well, it's 18 plus. Dream Girls is 18 plus because you can't drink in there, so we could do it.
Oh my God. We want you to join us. Now, we want to tell you, not the strip club. We want you to join us the show.
I would love my first time. I would love my first time going to a strip club with my dad. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would not be, yeah. Or on camera either.
First time was with my wife.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. We want you to join us for the show on that Saturday. We're going to look for a spot, and we'll tell you how you can find out where we're at and all that here in a minute. We will be doing a lot of Facebook Live during this. So you're going to look for this logo, this live logo, and we'll have all our details on there. But then starting Friday, when we get in town, we'll start doing a lot of Facebook Live, Facebook Live on our 12-Man Fan Jam Show page. So if you have not joined the Facebook page, you need to do that. We want you to join us, and we'll tell you, we're going to have, starting Monday, I'll have this little logo on the 12-Man Fan Jam Show with details that I know. And I'll say things like, if you want to join us, send me a message so I know you want to join us. And then we'll try to get everybody together.
Listen, not to be a Debbie Downer, but that logo is kind of trash.
Oh, it is?
Oh, that is rude.
It's live. You can't really read the live.
All right,
Sorry.
so
right.
Little Mo
Anyway.
will not be making this trip.
Little Mo will not be making that.
Home Alone me.
Well,
Yeah.
be it as it may, that's the logo, the trash logo that says live. And if you want to join us, we would love to have you. We've had people join. We've had as many, Dustin, we've had like 12 people at a show once. I think as many. We've had a lot.
When
of
we
people.
did like the round table thing.
Yeah.
At that one place. Yeah.
Yeah.
We had Neil was there.
Yeah. And Matt was there by camp. Now, I will say this.
Yeah.
I will be there. Little Mo will be there. Dustin and Will probably. Maybe.
Yeah. Mark talked me into it. I'm going to be there.
That's Mark. And Statsman Mark will be there. And he's, of course, does our Bricks picks. He will be on this show. He will be there as well. So all of us will be there.
He's alive.
Will's about a 50-50 probably, right, Will?
Yeah, it's
I'm
not sure if I'm going to be able to this time.
Because it's a drive and it's
you bitch.
Yeah. But Mark was my sponsor for this particular one. Like I had concerns about driving over the mountain passes, not sure what it was going to look like. And then he bought me the ticket, and then he bought a hotel with a second bed so I could bunk with him at the hotel.
That sounds like him.
And and I was like, how am I going to say no? How am I going to say
no? Mark. That is Statsman Mark.
I was like, I will be there, sir.
Statsman Mark. That's him.
Yeah.
So he'll be there for sure.
You, Mark.
We know 4 of us will be there for sure, and probably Matt by video camera. Maybe Will too by video camera. We'll see. We'll see what the setup is. We're just going to kind of play it by ear. We get there Friday. We're going to see what's going on. Try to have it Saturday at noon somewhere. It might be at a hotel room. It might be
Dream Girls.
It might be anywhere. But we'll figure it out.
I'm sure Facebook would love that.
Oh yeah, they're not going to let us record in there.
We want you to join us. We want you to chime in. We're going to be Facebook Living all weekend. And during the game, of course, we'll Facebook Live. If you remember last year, real quick, I want to recap. We were watching the kickers, and I said, wouldn't it be with Little Mo? Wouldn't it be ironic if it came down to a last-second field goal? What was the Commanders game? And guess what? It came down to a last-second field goal. So that was pretty
disaster of a game. Jeez, made Sam Howell look like Tom Brady in his prime.
Yeah. But anyway, that was last year's show. I don't remember what our record is. We like 2-1 or 1-2.
Us together?
No. I mean the show. We haven't.
I don't know.
We lost the Ravens. We was the Raven game. We lost the Atlanta game. Did we win that one?
We won the Atlanta game
because it should have been pass interference.
That was the Sherman tantrum sideline tantrum game, but we ended up winning.
Right. Was there a New Orleans game too?
No.
I'm
we only did 2 games. We only did 2 of these.
Well, my first one was against Cowboys in 2013.
Right, but we didn't do a show, did we?
I don't know.
No, we did Atlanta, did the Ravens, and then the Commanders last year.
Yeah, so this will be our 4th live show.
I thought we're missing one.
If you don't catch it live and you don't catch it on Facebook, I will try to catch it and capture it that next week or so and put it on YouTube. But if you want to see the show, you want to see the predictions, you want to see trivia for sure, maybe news, we'll see. It's a shorter show, but it'll be the segments too. Like quarter 1 will be its own, quarter 2 will be its own, halftime, and predictions as well. But we would love to. And if you can't do that, look for us at the stadium. Look for Moses jersey. I'll have my Moses jersey on.
Fat people.
Yeah, look for us. Come up, say hi.
I think we're sitting next to each other. I think Mark got the tickets right next to where you guys are at. So
yeah. So that's exciting. So we're coming up. We're excited to come up. We love to meet people that just maybe you saw a show or you didn't see the show or whatever. And if you want to participate, that would be great. If not, that's okay too. So that's what that's about. So moving on from there, we do have one part of the show we have to take care of regarding the Rams, and that is our Posse Prediction Challenge. Posse Prediction Challenge. Here we go. Seahawks lost 26-20. Is that right? I think that's right. I don't even remember.
Sure. Yeah. It's an overtime.
Team Posse versus Team 12. Let's see how we did on the scores. Maddie said 20 for us, which is pretty good. I gave myself, because 26-20 and...
Myself.
I give myself the points.
What about me? I was 6 points off.
Hey, I said 20 for the Seahawks as well, so...
Oh, Will.
And I was 6 point difference, and you were 7.
No. Well,
what you mean? No.
I also think I said something right that deserves points.
I knew he was going to come in.
Loud noises. All right.
Why do you get it and I don't get it?
Will does get those points. I'll take care of that.
I don't know what to do with my hands.
Prognostication. Mike was right. Jimmy, GSN had 100 yards and a touchdown. So everybody got points.
Could have had way more. But penalties.
No game ball because we lost. Over under for 48.5 was under. All of us but Statsman Mark and Chris on the other team. Meaning the scores for week 9. Maddie was the big winner. Will, Moses, Little Mo, and Dustin.
Matt has a big wiener.
I actually had 5 since you forgot.
That's right. You have 5. I'll add 3 onto your score. So that means
this guy.
where is Will? Okay, Will, you'll have 19 at that point, and you'll be leading with 19.
Yeah, you're already winning. Stop being a
Maddie with
bitch.
15, me with 13. Now look at this though. 4 out of the top 5 guys are us.
Yeah, I'm carrying the team. You get on my
and
level.
Then Little Mo and Dustin are down here, but that doesn't matter. Here's what does
we're pushing you guys up. That's what it is.
We had a 4-point lead. We had a 4-point lead going to the Rams game.
You know, pyramid, the most important part is the bottom.
Yeah, the base. We're the base. Yeah.
We're now up by 11. Well, actually, we're up by 14.
Soon to be 14, yes.
It will be 14.
Suck it,
76 to 62.
Time for a pandemic.
Get ready for your pandemic. And let's get ready for halftime.
Holy shit, it's halftime!
All right, we got the Rams game out of the way. We'd love to see you at the live show. If not, that's okay. But what we have coming up now, it's all about the 49ers after halftime. But before we do that, it's time for the greatest Seahawk-themed trivia game on the internet. I refer to 12-Man Fan Jam Show halftime trivia
of the world.
And that's coming up next, won't we?
No. I'll be here.
Good.
Yeah. Watching the fight still.
Yeah.
I'm just here for my paycheck.
All right.
You're at the wrong spot for that, sir. You are watching the 12-Man Fan Jam Show, a Seahawk Positivity production.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Yes, everyone, this is America's favorite Seahawk-themed trivia game. It is 12-Man Fan Jam Show halftime trivia
of the world.
And here's how we play.
That was beautiful.
Here's how we play. Each of the posse will get 2 rounds of questions, 1 question for each round. In the first 2 rounds, if you would like to remove an incorrect answer, I can do that during the question, but only once out of 2 questions.
So kind.
After that, we have an over-under final question worth 2 points. Whoever's closest without going over gets 2 points there, and if there's a tie, there's a double secret probation overtime question. And after all that mess, someone will be queened. Someone will be kinged.
Matt's not here.
Matt's not here. 12-Man Fan Jam Show halftime trivia of the world champion for episode 1213. So, the first half, the questions are basically, it's the 49ers, but it's also about the first half of the season before the bye. So a little bit of both.
Bye.
Questions 1 through 3. 1 through 3.
1 through 3.
Dustin?
4, 5, 6.
Yes.
What question would you like?
Let's get it out of the way, man. Number 1.
Juan.
Actually, no. Will gets that. Will won. He gets to choose who goes first. Get it right, host.
Will, which one would you like?
I'll take Fui.
Dustin, will you take one?
Yes, sir. I do.
Oh, he said yes.
He said yes. All right, Dustin. A little bit of that too. Here we go. Dustin, when the Seahawks played the 49ers the first time this year, and they did, how many turnovers did the Seahawks have in that game? 1, 2,
all of them.
Too many.
All of them.
All of them?
First possession, I can tell you that.
Was 3 the highest number available?
Yeah.
I'm going to go 3.
You're going to go 3. You got it.
Unfortunately.
It was that kind of game.
It was.
Yeah.
And they gave us hope, though, because of assholes. What?
Yeah. When the Seahawks played the Dolphins this year,
yes.
How many turnovers did the Seahawks have in that game? 1, 2, or 3?
I'm sensing a theme here.
Oh. Yeah.
Juan.
Didn't have to hawk 2 of that one, though.
2?
It was 2?
Yeah, Will.
Whack.
How many touchdown passes has Geno Smith thrown so far this season? 11, 12, or 14?
What's like the others?
14.
Question.
You say 14?
Yeah.
All right. So we go to the next round.
That was a really fast round. That was like a lightning round.
Lightning round.
It was.
Bam, bam, bam.
Dustin's got a point. Will and Little Mo, you have no point. Dustin, 4, 5, or 6?
Thank you, Father.
You're welcome, son.
4.
You're a whore.
Will?
5.
And Little Mo gets question 6. All right.
6, please.
All right.
6, 6, 6. 6. Oh.
Hey,
Question 4.
Yeah.
When the Seahawks played the Broncos this year, who had the most receiving yards for the Seahawks in that game? Lockett, Metcalf, or JSN?
Lockett doesn't know how to play football anymore.
No, I'm gonna go Metcalf. He's had a fairly decent season.
I'm turning into a Lockett hater.
Well, don't, because he was the answer.
What?
It wasn't even close. 77 to 29 to 19. It's the Broncos.
I'm gonna ask for a redo, and I'm gonna say Lockett.
I'm sorry, you can't do that. All right, Will.
He may have 77 for the rest of the year combined.
When the Seahawks beat the 49ers at San Francisco in 2021.
I like the question better already.
Who was the only running back to have a rushing touchdown in that game for us? Was it Alex Collins, Chris Carson, or Travis Homer? They all played in that game, by the way. Who had the only rushing touchdown?
Man, what a running back.
Now, I'll give you a clue. That doesn't mean anything. Russell had a rushing touchdown, but that didn't count. One of these guys had a rushing touchdown. Collins, Carson, or Homer.
Carson was probably hurt.
Take one away.
I'm going to take away Travis Homer. It's either Alex Collins or Chris Carson.
Carson's probably hurt. Alex Collins. Because then he did a little jig. Remember the little jig?
Well, show us a little jig, Will Mo.
I'll do Collins.
Show us.
Rest in peace.
Alex Collins, rest in peace. Yep, that's the answer.
He did the jig in the end zone. I remember specifically.
Yes, I remember.
He passed away.
You didn't know that?
Yeah.
I don't think I knew that. No. Wow.
I should have put down the questions. Little Mo.
What is wrong with you?
Alicia Silverstone is from San Francisco, so I want to know the first name of Alicia Silverstone's character in the movie Clueless. Was her first name Candy, Cher, or Madonna?
What? Huh?
I know the answer.
Hold on.
I know it.
Alicia Silverstone was born in San Francisco.
That's awesome.
So what is the first name of her character in the movie Clueless? Candy, Cher, or Madonna?
Take one away.
I'm taking away Candy. She's either Cher or Madonna.
Cher.
Why would you not take away Madonna?
Well, I guess we know the answer.
It's Cher. Yeah. For sure.
Cher.
I was between Candy. I was between Candy and Cher.
And then also in that movie, she fell in love with her stepbrother, who, if I remember right, was Paul Rudd.
Yes.
You remember?
I think you're right. Okay, everybody has a point, so we will definitely have a winner.
We all have a point. Let's get it.
The final question. Final question. 2 points. The order will go. Dustin.
Get fucked.
Will.
Get fucked.
No, wait. Sorry.
No, Will should be last.
It's gonna. Yeah, no. It's the other way around. It's Little Mo, Will, and Dustin.
No, Will should have the last answer. Get it right, sir. He's defending champ.
Oh yeah. Little Mo, Dustin, and Will. There.
I know everybody's used to me winning all the time, but let's be fair.
I hope you two kick his ass. Here's the question. It's high-low. It's high-low, and whoever's closest without getting over gets the 2 points. If everybody's over, whoever's closest gets 2 points. Here we go. We're starting with Little Mo. Little Mo.
I'm taking Will away.
The first time the Seahawks beat the 49ers in San Francisco was 1979. You remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How many yards of offense did the Seahawks have in that game in 1979?
What the fuck are you asking me?
17, I think, is the answer.
I mean, what? What? I don't even know.
Total yards of offense for the Seahawks in that game.
I mean, I don't know if they scored 49 points. I don't know if they scored 2 points.
You're right.
I don't think they were allowed to throw the ball at that point. So,
T formation.
203.
Lil Mo says 203. Dustin.
I don't think he's probably that far off, to be honest. That's total yards, offense, defense, right? Or no, I'm sorry, running and passing, right?
As opposed to what?
I'm sorry, I got hugely distracted here. I'm watching Netflix, as you know. I showed you. And Michael Irvin, I don't know what the fuck he's wearing.
Okay.
He's wearing like a golden cape thing.
Hey,
and like
they call him the cocaine cowboy for a reason.
Yeah, that completely threw me off when I was trying to answer. What was it, 203, he said?
Yeah,
I don't know. Who cares?
That's fair.
Don't do it.
203.
Don't do it.
I'm going to say 1 yard.
Ooh. Don't do it, Will.
Will? 203 and 1 yard.
Dude, don't do it.
He's definitely saying 204.
Well, I will get you a toupee.
I will I'll give you a little runway, little Mo. I'm gonna say
205.
204 and a half.
236.
All right. 203, 236, and 1 yard. And one of the strangest final questions we've ever had. Started with me begging two people to kick the ass of somebody else's.
Right.
Here we go. When they beat them in 1979, they had 310 yards of offense. Will, you are the 12-man Fan Jam Show halftime champion of the world.
Of the world.
12-13. Congratulations, Will.
I don't remember the last time I won one of these.
It's been a while, Mo.
I don't think it's happened.
Well, you remember when you first started with us, you won like 5 in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
And Jerry Jones is out there talking too. He's looking more and more like the freaking priest from Poltergeist every day.
Dude, that whole story.
Jerry Jones is running around opening all the curtains on the
I was gonna say that whole story is funny. I don't want to do it just because I don't want to.
Hey, this has been.
Hey, how's it going?
Another head spinning, curtain closing,
toupee wearing,
blinding, toupee wearing, stomach turning.
Michael Irvin wearing what the fuck ever
Michael Irvin, gold suited.
Alicia Silverstone wondering.
Yeah.
Go through 12-man Fan Jam Show halftime trivia
of the world.
We'll be back maybe with the second half and the San Francisco 49er information.
Take one away.
Maybe not.
Take one away.
As if. We'll be back. Maybe not. I'm pretty clueless right now. I think we all are.
Let's get it,
We'll be back after this. Maybe not.
Well, we'll see.
You are watching the 12-Man Fan Jam Show, a Seahawk Positivity production.
If there's a better use for the internet, I haven't found it.
Holy shit, it's the third quarter!
Yes, this is Reverend Moses of the St. Paul Allen Church Seahawk Positivity. This is the second half of episode 1213, the at 49ers edition of your 12-man Fan Jam Show. With me, Posse in the Hood. There's Will, there's Little Mo, and there's DJ Jazzy Knight. Yo!
Yeah, rolling down the street in my 6'4".
You don't know what that is, you don't want to know. All right, so Seahawks take on the 49ers. I believe it's is it 425 or 405, gentlemen?
405, actually.
105.
405 if you're over on the East Coast. 105
if you're nasty.
Coast. And in England, it's probably 1978. So before we do all that, we like to get ready for the game, and we do that by looking first off at the injury report with our Dr. Dustin in the 12-man Fan Jam Show injury report. Dr. Dustin, tell us the news.
All right, I will. I'm not going to be making eye contact this week for that fan who cares about that. I'll let you know. I have to look off to the side this time.
So you can look at our eyes instead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
All right.
Look into my eyes.
And there's a Bone Thugs. Never mind. Too many songs that Little Mo doesn't know. Remind me of Bone Thugs and Harmony there. Anyways. All right. So we're looking at the 49ers first. They have a couple players out. Defensive tackle Kevin Gibbons.
Good.
I know where this is going. Groin injury.
Hold his groin. Hold it right off.
And that's not the last one.
Yeah. Holy cow.
Cornerback Chavarius Ward.
Oh.
He's kind of interesting there. It says it's not injury related, it's personal. I don't know. Maybe he's got maybe.
Is he the one that his kid passed away?
Oh no, that's not him, is it?
Remember
it might be.
About that?
It might be.
Yeah,
it might be him.
I
think that is him.
It was like random too.
Yeah, it was. I bet that's him. Oh, I'm sorry. I'll hold back all that I was going to say. Yeah, that's terrible.
That's pretty horrible. I didn't know about that. That's
it was like random too. It wasn't expected.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, that was a toddler, huh? I think I kind of
like a 2-year-old. Yeah,
I think it was him. Yeah,
I think it might be. Him.
I saw that earlier. I was thinking, like, wow, I wonder what that is.
Yeah, that's probably
what it is.
Nah, poor guy. No, that sucks.
That's awful.
Yeah. Well, wish them the best for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
What else? Yeah, I don't know what I'd say about that. That sucks. Moving forward. Punter Mitch
Wisnowski.
Bless you.
Thank you.
You got to say it like that. Wisnowski.
Oh, like from freaking
Wisnowski, you got the files done?
Mike Wisnowski.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of. That's done.
I'm always watching you.
Yep. And then they have one player that's doubtful, another defensive back, Daryl Luter Jr. I wish I would have seen this earlier. I had so many issues trying even to be here. I couldn't look into things, but it says he has a pelvis injury.
Oh,
ouch!
I wish I could have looked into that and figured out what that was, because that sounds like an interesting one. You never see that listed as an injury.
Got pelvis injury, baby.
Yeah, that's there's so many things that could be. Anyways,
you know what? You know what's interesting about him? His dad was a looter. Go ahead.
True. Yeah. All right. They have several questionables. Aaron Banks, offensive line, has the thigh injury.
Good.
Their center, John Feliciano, has a knee injury.
Good.
Tackle Trent Williams has an ankle injury, so that's 3 offensive linemen. Tight end George Kittle has a hamstring injury.
He's always got injuries.
Yeah, he's gonna play. I guarantee it. He's a diva like that.
Yeah.
Defensive end Uter Grossmatos has a knee injury.
Beast.
And then here's the big one here. Defensive end Nick Bosa.
Yes, MAGA man himself.
Yeah, he's got
a cabinet.
He's got a hip injury, so we'll see what happens. I imagine he'll play too, but we'll see what happens.
His wallet got bigger all of a sudden, hurt his hip.
Yeah. Now on to the Seattle Seahawks. Noah Fant's still dealing with that groin injury. He's out.
His groin
off.
Hold it right off. Holy cow.
It sucks. Brady Russell, he's got a foot injury, but same deal. He's out. And then the weird one that we already talked about.
Yeah.
Turns out when you retire, you're not eligible to play. So Connor Williams will also be out for the game.
He's not practicing because he quit.
Yeah.
Why does he say it like that? He quit.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, he did. Exactly what happened. So, yes. Yeah.
So he doesn't have to play anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, because when you quit, you don't have to do it anymore.
When you quit, you don't have to play. You have to practice.
Funny
you have to do it.
That's how it works out. Yeah.
Yeah.
I should try that.
I mean, you don't get paid, but you don't have to do the thing.
Yeah, you have to do the thing to get the money. Yeah.
I'll try
that's true.
I'll try
Thank you. Is that it, Dustin?
No.
Yeah.
All right.
That's it. We're good.
All right, Dustin. Well done. Well played.
There's like a question mark at the end.
Is that done? All right. Great injury report as always. Thanks for that. And
it's better this week because we have a bye week and less players injured.
Truth.
DK's playing.
We'll catch up. Don't worry.
Yeah. One thing we do at this time usually is we look to weather and fashion with our weather and fashion report. Unfortunately, Matt is feeling a little under the weather, so he did not join us for this episode. But we look forward to coming back soon and wish him the best. Up next, we have Statsman Mark and Bricks Picks. All right, so Statsman Mark, who we mentioned will be on the show next week live, did his Bricks Picks. He's 16-11 overall. That's not bad. It's not bad.
So you should bet your whole life. You should bet your whole life savings.
Take your whole life savings and don't do a dang on thing with them. But
both dollars.
Here's what he says. The Browns are at the Saints. The Saints are favored by a point. He says that's not enough. Saints, you can give the point from the Saints and still win. So he goes with the Saints -1. Falcons are 2.5-point underdogs on the road at Denver. He says that's a good thing.
Really?
Take the 2.5 and the Falcons to beat the Broncos.
You know the Broncos on the playoffs right now? Sorry, I just want to point that out. It's kind of crazy to think about.
And finally, the Rams and Patriots. Rams at Patriots. Patriots 4.5-point underdogs at home. He said that's not enough. Give the Patriots the 4.5. So Saints -1 home against the Browns. Falcons +2.5 at Broncos, and Rams at Patriots. Patriots 4.5-point underdogs. Go with the Patriots and the +4.5. So that is Bricks Picks for this week. Remember, next week, Statsman Mark will be on this show. So get excited about that. Before we do that, let's go to church. Yes, this is your self-appointed Reverend Moses, St. Paul Allen Church Seahawk Positivity. Gentlemen, how are we doing this evening?
Feeling pretty gangster.
Yeah, feeling it. You know, we have faced some trials and tribulations this season. We seem to be on a deep death spiral headed towards the top 5 pick of the NFL draft. So I don't know what that's going to happen.
That's just not a true statement.
Yeah, my church organist, Clea Londa. You remember Clea Londa?
No.
She's been MIA since the Rams game. I don't know where she is. Last time I saw her, she was mumbling something about a franchise quarterback, and I'll fix that. So naturally, I let the Seahawk authorities know that she may be on her way. They already have her face up at the team headquarters with a "Do Not Allow In" sign. Right along her face with the "Do Not Allow In" sign is a picture of Malik McDowell and the entire Ken Behring family, but his whole bloodline, they're not allowed in there.
That should be there, yeah.
That being said,
that should be there.
We have rested, and we're ready to take on the second half of this season, and I feel like getting a little church up in here. Friends, it's never easy to stay focused on the promised land when there is so much heartache and disappointment going on. We will continue to move forward, however, and as we move forward, we need to stay focused on the many tests that lie ahead. We need to stay focused for the many tests that lie ahead. We shall stay focused in the warm glow that is Seahawk positivity. Reading from the book of the 2024 NFL season, chapter 10, verses 7 to 12.
You drunk?
No.
Yeah,
they
right
did
over
head
there.
out on the road licking their wounds. They were filled with determination to get back on the track. They soon found themselves on the land of rice and Roni. And in this land of trolley cars, they were met by those of the 7 squared. Those former gold diggers did rise up to battle us, but what was those who stand in the way? For we shall defeat them in the name of Seahawk positivity, and there shall be much rejoicing in the land. Can I get an amen? Can I hear an amen from the posse?
Amen.
All right, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. So if you believe, if you believe in the power to give our defense the ability to make Brock Purdy become relevant again, let's hear it. Amen, nice and loud.
Amen. Nice and
If
loud.
you believe in the power to give our offense the ability to score more than Joe Montana at a 49er faithful convention, let's hear it. Amen, nice and loud.
Amen.
Wow.
That is the power, my brother, and we are loud and proud, my 12s. Now look, San Francisco's getting all pumped up just to losing the Super Bowl again like they always do.
Puppy.
It's who they are. Oh my God, look at that dog.
Oh my God, the eyes. Look at the eyes.
Who's a
It's
good
Kona.
The 49ers have become the best man of the NFL. Always close, but never quite good enough for anyone.
Nice. Yep, that's true.
This has been your self-appointed Reverend Moses of the St. Paul Allen Church of Seahawk Positivity. Go out and spread the good word of Seahawk Positivity. Coming up, spread it. Praise Largent. Praise Cortez. Praise Walter Jones. And praise Kenny Easley. Coming up next, as always, our game ball prediction and prognostications between your Seahawks and the 49ers. And that's coming up right after this.
You are watching the 12-Man Fan Jam Show, a Seahawk Positivity production.
Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it.
It's the fourth quarter, bitches!
Yes, welcome to the fourth and final quarter of episode 1213, the at 49ers edition. It's been quite a show so far. And we'd like to do our predictions, prognostications, and game balls for that game between your Seahawks and the 49ers. But before we do that, I always like to start the fourth quarter by eating a pizza in Moses' Pizza of the Week. All right, so pizza of the week was kind of an easy choice this week because it's San Francisco, and there's only one San Francisco treat, and that's rice-a-roni, the San Francisco treat. So I made a pizza and I put rice-a-roni, cheddar, and broccoli on top of it. Now I want you to get a good look at this. It looks like the dog threw up on the pizza. So
yummy,
get a good look at that yumminess there. That is rice-a-roni on top of a pizza.
How's it smell?
Yeah, actually, honestly, to me, it doesn't look bad.
Smells repugnant. We've got pizza sauce, we've got mozzarella cheese, and then of course cheddar, broccoli, rice-a-roni. So I'll be surprised if I don't vomit. So here we go.
I mean, I like all those things. It's like Joey on Friends tiramisu, and they like the meat levels in the tiramisu. I like this, I like that. What's not to like?
I'm pleasantly surprised.
I knew it.
Yeah. That's not bad.
Yeah.
It's an odd texture.
Red sauce on rice. Sounds awesome.
Yeah. I'm giving this an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
I'm really surprised. I thought for sure this was going to be disgusting, but it was not.
You're not going to be able to do a pizza next week, are you?
No
you
pizza
bitch.
next week. That's right.
Yeah, I mean, we could.
You'll be able to manage. Well, one thing we're going to do now for sure is Little Mo's Madden Challenge. Okay, each week Little Mo puts his Xbox Madden 25 game to the test. He allows it to play the game without any help from him. And he did the Seahawks and 49ers. And how did it go, Little Mo?
I dominate. I'm the best Madden player in the world, baby.
Watch this. Bite 2.
Anyways. No one scores into the 5 minutes left in the first quarter, and it was a 47-yard field goal by the kicker for our team.
Jason Myers, your favorite.
And then at the end of the first quarter, Brock Purdy rushes for a 7-yard touchdown. Some vanilla Vic action. 7-3 49ers at the end of the first quarter.
Vanilla Vic?
Yes.
He did.
A white quarterback runs, it's Vanilla Vic every time. Jason Myers hits a 29-yard field goal, makes it 7-6. Jake Moody hit a 23-yard field goal. It's 10-6. Geno to Tyler Lockett for a 27-yard touchdown. It is 13-10 at halftime. That's halftime, 13-10. Yes. Kyle Juszczyk with a 2-yard touchdown makes it 17-13 49ers. And then this happened. Geno to JSN for a 66-yard touchdown. Okay. So it's 20-17 Seahawks. Okay.
Wow, what a game.
And then the next offensive possession, the next play, Geno Smith to JSN for 41 yards, 27-17 Seahawks.
Boom.
So, 66 and then 41 back-to-back.
Dang.
Good
Gino,
for JSN.
honestly, after he's been playing, I wouldn't be surprised.
I would be surprised.
Gino to DK for a 6-yard touchdown makes it 34-17 with 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter.
Wow.
And this is with McCaffrey is playing. Like, everybody's playing.
Yeah.
Purdy to Ricky Pearsall for a 1-yard touchdown, 34-23. Seahawks get the onside kick. Seahawks win 34-23.
Wow. That would be awesome.
Which I'm shocked because the only 49ers are really good in simulation.
Be a really
that'd be kind of an upset. Yeah.
Yeah, it would be.
Because it was like a blowout.
Kind of. That'd be awesome. But here's the thing, real quick, before you go on your stats. We got guys coming back healthy, so you never know. Go ahead, Lobo.
I know, we suck.
Yeah.
Stats for the game, Geno Smith, 25 for 30, 368 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 0 interceptions. That's perfect as you can get, pretty much. Brock Purdy, 30 for 43 for 272 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Here's the big thing. K9, 17 for 65 and a touchdown, whatever. CMC, 7 rushes for 31 yards and 0 touchdowns.
Wow, we shut down CMC for the first time ever.
Ever. Literally since he's been in the league.
Yeah. Under 200 is a miracle.
But if that happened, I could see the score being like this if that happened.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can too.
Gotta account for him in the passing game too, though. So that's kind of interesting.
True.
Yeah.
But he didn't do nothing in the passing game either. 49ers leading receiver was George Kittle, who had 8 for 67, because, of course, George Kittle's going to go off against us, because that's what he does.
Tight end, that's what they do.
But this is
Debo.
Debo, that was the only person worth writing down, so Debo didn't do nothing. For the Seahawks, I only write down like the important things, DK 7 for 85 and a touchdown, Lockett 6 for 99, and JSN 4 for 124 and 2 touchdowns.
Those are some nice numbers.
So getting
that would put us back on a map.
Getting 80+ yards at the receiver is pretty good.
Wow. Yes.
Seahawks leading tackler was Ernest Jones, and then Leonard Williams with 1 sack, and Ernest Jones with 1 sack, and the 49ers had 0 sacks.
Wow.
Kept the pocket clean. Wow.
I love it. That's a good one, Little Mo. That's a great game, actually. That's I would love to see that happen.
So unrealistic, but awesome.
We'll see.
I would love that to happen. Don't get your hopes up for that one.
No. Just not that often.
The Rams game, he had it it was 13-3 or something, 13-10, and it was low scoring, a lot lower scoring than we thought it would be. For real world, the Seahawks are 6.5 point underdogs. The over under is 48.5. And we will start with the picks. Let's start with, of course, as always, team 12. Jose says Seahawks 27, 49ers 24. Game ball to Walker. Prognostication: Walker gets 2 touchdowns.
Wait. Okay.
Mike Pascal, let's hope the defense makes Brock not look so purdy. Hawks 23, Winers 20. Game ball to K9. Hawks get more interceptions than they give. Chris Spalding, Seahawks 27, 49ers 20. Game ball to DK Metcalf. Prognostication: Hawks get 2 takeaways. Andy, Hawks 27, 49ers 24. Game ball to K9. Prognostication K9. Also 2 TDs. Jimmy, confidence is low for several reasons, but I'll go 26-23 Hawks. Prognostication, JSN touchdown. Game ball to JSN. This is Carrie's spot. Now, Carrie reached out to me over the bye week, and for personal reasons that I do not want to. Sorry.
What?
She suddenly looked up. For personal reasons I don't want to go into, but anyway, Carrie's kind of dropped out of the competition, so I have my girlfriend Sean take her place. And the first thing Sean did was promptly say 23-27, the 49ers win.
Boo!
But she did have Seattle getting 7 sacks. Now, she's not eligible for a game ball.
So she's sleeping on the couch, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Well, it's her house, so actually
totally taking care of it, yeah.
Doesn't matter. Does not matter.
She said 7 sacks? What the hell is wrong with her?
Come here. 4 sacks.
Oh, I think it's 7.
She said 4. Team Posse, Statsman Mark, Seattle 31-30. Walker with 100 yards, game ball to Lockett. Maddie, Seattle 23, San Francisco 20. Game ball Walker. There'll be an ejection in this game. Little Mo, what you got?
Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, wow.
Ejection.
Makes sense. I have, I'm just going to go game ball to DK because he always does well against the 49ers.
Good call.
And I will go, DK will get 100+ receiving yards. And then the score of the football game I'm going to go with 23-20 Seahawks.
That's good. A lot of DK. And you're right. He does play well against them. Dustin.
Except when he fumbles. He loves to do that against them, too.
Dustin.
27-17 Seahawks. Okay. I think. I think for prognostication, I'm going to go. I think the only way we win this game, based on how the last one went, is if we're clean in the turnover battle. So I think we're going to have 0 turnovers. We're not giving the ball up. That's my prognostication.
Okay.
And then game ball, I think it's going to have to be Walker because we're going to have to control them. We got to keep them off the field. They have too many offensive weapons. So we have to run the ball, control it, keep it with us. So,
all right.
K9.
All right. Well done, Will.
What
you got?
I'm going to say Seahawks 24-20. My prognostication is Ernest Jones is going to get some kind of a takeaway, get a pick, get a fumble, or force a fumble. Okay. And he's going to get my game ball.
Oh, all right.
Because we don't have any linebackers left.
So. Pretty much put all eggs in one basket, literally.
Yeah. Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
He gets hurt, we're screwed.
Yeah, no kidding.
He's going to have to back the entire line.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
All right, my turn. The Seahawks ran into bye week after going 1-5 in their last 6 games. Like them, we also need a break badly. Hopefully, we and the Seahawks are well rested and ready to take on the second half of the season as we start against the healing San Francisco 49ers. The 49ers seem to be getting healthier and better each week. All-world running back Christian McCaffrey, who's so disgustingly good at what he does, I can't stand it. Looks like he's back to getting 1,000 yards of offense a game. He gets at least 200 against us every game. So
1,000 a game.
Yeah. Defensively,
that's like a record.
Yeah. Defensively,
feels like it.
They're led by Nick Magaman Bosa, who, when not throwing illegals over a fictional wall built by his leader, is the defensive leader of this young and dangerous team.
Wait, he doesn't want to go into it.
Right. The 49ers struggled out of the gate, but they are healing and looking more and more like the NFC Super Bowl contenders that we all thought they would be, but not this week. Watch Geno throw not 1, not 2, but 3 touchdowns. Just like your game, Little Mo. 3 touchdown passes.
Whoa! Crazy.
At least one will be caught by my game ball, Tyler Lockett. Yeah, it's the same thing I did last game. I'm doing the same thing. As the Seahawks win by a score of Seahawks 31, 49ers 24. Book it.
Okay.
Future father, Lockett, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My father?
No. Never mind. Just keep going.
Right. Keep rolling. So that being said,
he's gonna have a kid.
We're looking forward to coming to Seattle next week.
Rolling.
We're looking forward to coming next week for a live show. But before we do that, we'll say this is your self-appointed Reverend Moses of the St. Paul Allen Church of Seahawk Positivity, on behalf of Shadowhawk Will, Dustin, Little Mo, Statsman Mark, Maddie from Merry Old England, and everyone you do see and don't see and contributes and watches. Thank you all very much. And
Kim
as
Jong-un.
always, until next time, go Hawks.
The Hawks. The John.